Hi guys, here's the video I promised on Powers and Perils, one of the hardest role-playing games to figure out. You need to have a degree in math. It would be helpful at least. What I decided to do is we're going to look at a couple boxes as a bonus. Firstly, we're going to look at the Powers and Perils itself, the role-playing game by Avalon Hill. Everyone needs a copy. Makes a good doorstop. No, I'm just kidding. It is a very complex system. For example, one of the few games that we ran in it, combat was so drawn out because of all the math. We took a party of 3 fighters and an innate wizard against 4 orcs. Simple. You would think that'd be over in 10-15 minutes. It took almost 2 hours to resolve the combat using the rules in this box. So let's open the box and we'll start getting to it. Inside the box we have book 1, which is the character book, and it has some pretty cool art. It has some of that old D&D school, old school D&D looking art. Actually, it reminds me more of the PD Breeding Black art from Taos Lanta. I don't know if you've ever seen that one or not. Even though I said I wasn't going to get into mechanics, I'm going to mention a few points. In beginning, just a basic character. The book covers, in covering a basic character, you have to go from step 1.1 to step 1.144, just for a basic character. That's not even if you want to be a wizard. If you do that, oh, there's miles more work after that. Let's look at some of the other artwork in here. You may have seen some of these in other role-playing games. I think they were pretty much generic. I don't think you could afford a bunch of money to put them together. Well, Avalon Hill, I guess, because they could. They were a bigger company in the time. But I think they put more emphasis on their war games than this. They have special event tables. There's some more artwork. Oops, there it is. And special event tables. And if you look through the index, I mean, the index is even. Let's see here. The book has like 43 or 44 pages in the book, and yeah, starting skills, increasing skills, skill tables, equipment, animals, experience, problem solving, applied training. Really? Okay, so anyway, that's the character book. Book 2 is the combat and magic book. And there's some more of that really cool artwork. And it has 52 pages. And I'll just show the back real quick. Here's some of the, I don't think you can see them because it's not too clear on my camera. Some of the tables for resolving magic effects and such and rules. You could probably, I would probably copy that and make a DM screen with it. But yeah, it's got, there's more of that art. Let's see if there's anything else interesting in here. Here's something cool. They have a table for, let's see, range fractions for missile weapons and thrown weapons. Well, missile weapons, so you know what I mean. For range fractions, oh my god. And if you, I already didn't like fractions in school as it was. I have a master's degree, but it's not in math, so more of that cool art. ECM, whoever that is, I give him credit, but I don't know his name. Chaos powers, all the different spells and such. Ooh, that was another interesting piece of art. Battling Cyclops. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, cool stuff. Okay, let's go on to the next book. Book 3 is the creature book. There's some more of that cool art. And included in the creature book are, yes, creatures, yes. It has all the mechanics and math in the beginning for dealing with using the animals, the creatures' powers and such, and what they might be, because they give you a list of the powers, and then under each animal they list what powers it has. So you actually have to refer back to the beginning of the book rather than catch the powers individually underneath each creature. Yeah, the typical encounter tables, those aren't that difficult. The actual stats for monsters are a little more complex. Let's see if we can get one here. Here's a vampire. Where is it? Yeah, no, that's Regina. Where's the vampire? Yeah, it's daytime. It's not out. There he is. There, you can make out the stats. Yeah, there's a lot to monsters in this. Okay, next book is book 4. The Book of Human Encounters and Treasures. Okay, there's the artwork for that one. Human Encounters and Treasures. And as you're going to guess, this has encounter tables and how to use the different abilities of the creatures in here, if they're any different from in the monster book. Plus, they have more humanoids in here and like common animals. They have all kinds of city generations, city margins, typical monster background, more monster background, and more cool art. Look at this. I wouldn't make a character like this because somebody look and say, "Oh, what a fairy cut." Anyway, kind of cool. And treasure types they have, they're very extensive and very broken down, and there's also math to generate which kind of treasures get used in which areas. The next book, book 5, is County Mordara. County Mordara is basically an adventure, an initial adventure, so you can get playing right away, because it came out before the expansion did, obviously. And sexy fighter booty. Anyway, it says the pages that follow detail an important county in the nation of Dinara. So I guess that's the game world, and it just basically has how to read the maps, more encounters, how to design your own maps. And there's some interesting artwork for you. Yeah, it's cold. Rules on running into armies. They have people that you might run into the town. What do you expect from a regular module? Lots of mapping and such. And here's some small areas on the back of the book. Yes, some small maps of rooms and such that you can find. Yeah, with the keys. And then after that, we have the actual character sheets. The character sheets, I'll try to show them to you the best I can. Go back a little bit. Like that. Okay. So character sheets broken down into all the different sections and the math that's involved. And at the bottom down here, they actually have commonly used formulas. I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to show you. Look at that. Commonly used. Can I get it closer? No. Commonly used formulas. Look at this, folks. Math, math, math. Complex. And here's like the back of the sheet. Yeah, for like the back has like your education record, spell record, personal context, armor record. The armor record's the smallest part. The education and spell record are the biggest. That's kind of silly. On the front, yeah, it does the stats that they use in this game. Characteristics are strength, stamina, dexterity, agility, intelligence, will. Those sound, and constitution. Those sound familiar, but they also add eloquence, which they use basic, I guess, empathy, and appearance. And they have bonus tables on here for your current abilities and modifiers, combat factors, and your money and possessions and all that fun stuff. Here's some character sheets from when we gamed that actual game I told you about. Probably can't see them too well. I have a terrible camera. I gotta get a better, I gotta get a high definition one. And the extra things that come in the box, all the original flyers and stuff are still here. An ad for The General, one of the best war gaming magazines that ever existed. I have some copies of them out in the shop. The Avalon Hill Games and Price Parts book. It's a little 28-page booklet with all their different games and such that they offer. Discontinued sports gaming. Wow, yeah. Shows the individual prices for the books I just read you. Most of them run like $5 a piece. And it adds for RuneQuest and the old James Bond games. It's really cool. Actually, it's kind of cool. Just look through that. And then we have the orange Avalon Hill mailing card, which came in every Avalon Hill box, and the ad for the original Heroes game, Avalon Hill's Heroes game. And that completes the components of box 1, which is the actual game. Okay, now we're going to look at box 2. Stepped on a duck, which is Perilous Lands, the module or expansion for Powers and Perils. And here they give us a nice little map book. It's actually called, look, it's actually called The Map Book. Not a map book, but the. And it goes in and shows you the terrains, and it gives you some map for out at sea encounters. I suppose that's what you'd use that for. Yeah. And actually, it's kind of complicated map books too, because it has like the cultures and so forth of the different races and stuff, and how they appear in the maps. Maps aren't too bad. They're basic, you know, old school D&D style maps. I kept that through most of D&D. Actually, these almost remind me of some of the Forgotten Realms maps. I have to ask my cousin Ernie. He would be more familiar with that than I would. But here's some maps, and these are nice maps. These maps are pretty much in color, and there's pretty much the gaming area for the expansion. I'm not sure, is that what they said was Denara? It says this map book contains 26 full-color maps. Together they form a continent. Badlands, desert, forest, hills, irrigated fields, jungle, mountain plains, swamp, tundra, waterways, a little bit of everything. Yeah, here's some more maps. They're kind of interesting. They're done with hexes. So you could actually technically blow these up, take them like to Office Depot or something, and blow them up to poster size. And I've done that before. Okay, so that's book one. Let's see, say book. Game catalog. Okay, what's this one? Wow. Okay, so in this box, we have the culture book. This is the culture book, and on the back, it shows the civilized peoples. And some of the random ones are like the Akorchu, the Eritad Confederacy, Caldo, Klima, Drillar and Treos, Dinar and Shanda. I mean, just different nationalities that you can run into. And it has a breakdown. And it has a breakdown of each one. Like for example, like for Batten, I guess that's a Bamontu. So it tells you what the map numbers are, and religion, personalities, legal systems, etc., populations, and general background. And special notes on particular characters that are special to that area. So that's kind of interesting. The next book in here is the Site book. And that's S-I-G-H-T-S-I-T-E. It's the Site book. And basically, I'm guessing this book outlines 17 major encounter sites that are located on the continent. The details provided for each except the Tower of the Dead and Doom Manor give the referee an idea of what they are like, and allows him, with his creative input, to produce adventures on his own within the framework of the Perilous Lands world. So yeah, and it goes through and gives you some maps, like the Dark City. Here's some of the maps in there. You can kind of see. Yeah, just different places and encounters. And you can actually put these together however you want to. More encounter tables, special notes. Wow. Kind of cool. And also in this book, and it's kind of interesting because they have, let's see. This is Avalon Hill's microcomputer. This is the microcomputer game catalog. It's kind of cool. Let me see something here real quick. It's the 1985 catalog. And they have like the computer versions of Dreadnoughts, Ghost Strike, Diplomacy, Panzerjag, Under Southern Skies, Clear Fraction. All the old computer with screen captures from them. All the old computer games in the 80s. Panzer's East, Telling-Guard. I remember having that one. Who remembers that one? Andromeda Conquest Galaxy. Then they have sports type games. It's just cool. It's an old catalog of the old computer games. I don't think mine's in. Oh, Quest for the Space Beagle. Oh my God, it's a classic. Yep. Okay, they don't have mine in here. Then they have some of their IQ, some of the computer games for home, like Stocks and Bonds, Facts and 5, and other ones that the Avalon Hill is famous for. That was a big thing for them. Then you have the Games and Parts Price List, January 26, 1985. And that's 28 pages again of prices and things. Then they actually have an extra, for some reason, they have an extra catalog called the Game Catalog. And what's different about this? Oh, it's just a more detailed catalog of what they produced at the time. This is kind of a neat thing to look through just by itself. Wooden Ship, Snarman, Luftwaffe, Chancellorsville. Dang, I remember all these games. We have some really good, brings back a lot of memories. It's just a catalog, a good color catalog. Oh, wow. Yeah, good color catalog. Civilization. A good color catalog of everything they produced. And now that they're gone, I mean, I'm sad that they're gone. But yeah, it's just totally, totally cool. And the orange card, the prerequisite orange card. And there's the components for that box. That's the Perilous Lands expansion or module for Powers and Perils. And the third box is Adventures in Fantasy by Richard Snider and Dave Arneson. Really basic, old school D&D art. I wouldn't be surprised. No, it says Marshall. I don't know who that is. Oh, even has the old, even has the original D20 in it. Yep. Colored in with crayon. And here's the first book in that one. Oh, no, that's not it. Book. Oh, yeah, it is. That's the first one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, and the cover on this is kind of neat. Adventures in Fantasy, Book of Adventure. This is like, I wonder if this is a module. So dedicated to our friends and family who put up with us while we designed this work. Special thanks to Dwayne and Barb Jenkins, David Colleen, John Snyder, Marty Notzel, and Duke for their help and encouragement on this monumental project. Wow. It's like, the paper is like, almost like newsprint paper. It's a little bit thicker. You can tell it's really cheap paper. Here's a page for character creation. Got some interesting little portraits up there. One guy kind of reminds me of David Poe. Here's how you develop. Here's even again, there's some formulas, but what game doesn't have them? Here's the one for developing your hit points. And social status is included. Complexities. Courses of instruction. This is your education again. Education of your character. Engineering, blacksmithing, armor, sailor, jewelry, husband, forester. Yeah, there's not any. I'm not seeing any art in here. Lots of tables, encounter tables, and such. Yeah, but indirect. Maybe there's like one little map in here, so I can show you that. Kind of. And not a lot of art inside. I guess the only real art you're going to get to see is the cover. There's like a tower. You have a tower map. Kind of okay. But I'm glad that picture on the cover is good because that's the only one to get there. Next book in there is the Book of Fairy and Magic. Book of Fairy and Magic, and there's artwork for that one. And this one includes, says the essential variability of magic is almost limitless. This book attempts to set forth a simple system covering the operation of two major forms of that magic. The magic of man and the magic of fairy. Okay? And then it goes into basic magic. And again, it's just rules, standard, not even an interesting font. It's just regular typewritten in green ink. And spells and rules for combat. I guess he didn't put a lot of money into it. Oh, hey, look, there's a piece of art. I actually found one. It's kind of cool. Some doors missing around the forge. Forging ahead. No, that's actually, I lied. That's, oh, those are doors, but it says the fairy races. Ah, I lied because, yeah, think about it. Elves, trolls, dwarves, goblins, fairies. Yeah. And that's about that one. The next one is called Adventures in Fantasy, Book of Creatures and Treasure. And I'll leave that to your imagination to what's in there. It's an interesting little dragon there. And this book is in red ink, which is kind of hard on the eyes. What is it there for colorblind? Red? You can't see it. I don't know. Yeah, this is more magic and encounters and things like that. many pages is this one? This one's like 48, 49, 48 pages in the book. And then we have some of the tables from inside on little cards. I guess you could put them together to make a screen, I suppose. But here's some of the, they got general supplies, table C, price list, creature table, monsters, and general encounters. Civilian J. Oh, I guess that's for treasure. Type of terrain. Guess it's for combat on foot. And hit locations. The ever popular hit locations. I think the best hit location charts ever made were, Army did a book called the 30-sided book, based for the 30-sided die. And they have some of the best hit location charts and damage charts in there. I mean, they have one that's totally hilarious. They have one that has one of the hits is a hit to the groin, and it says, oh no, impact of no, it's not impact of decapitation. Hit to the groin. Some kind of pain is no kind of pain is worse than this. I mean, it was hilarious. I hope you guys enjoyed those, and if any of it, like I said, if you're curious about any of those, write me an email or drop me a line on my Facebook page. If you want to friend me, that's fine too, and I'll get you scans if I can. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.